Hey everyone, welcome to another Airbrush Asylum live stream. Great to have you with us. Sorry that we didn't come and give you a live stream last week, but we have some exciting news. Last week we were fortunate enough to welcome to the birth of our first daughter, Indigo. So she was born on Thursday, May 25th at 3:52 a.m. So that's some crazy news. So hopefully, who knows, she might be a future airbrush artist. I'm sure she's going to have a play around with it. So thought we'd let you know that. So apologies for not bringing you a live video last week. That's why. So there has been a bit of a gap. We will try and ramp that up a bit again and try and continue to give you videos once a week. So yeah, apart from that, welcome back. Thanks for joining us. I am going to show you today the progress so far on the Stretchy Skulls Harley that we're working on. So you may have already seen the step-by-steps that we recorded for you, the tutorials about this project. So if you haven't already, check them out. They're available to watch now, and they'll take you through the whole process of this artwork that we did on a sample panel. So a few people saying congratulations, so thank you, appreciate that. It's all new to us, but yeah, apart from that, getting back to the airbrushing. All right, I'm going to flip the camera around and just show you so far where we're at with this project, so just give me a second. Okay, here are the Harley parts so far, so let's start with the tank. Okay, so we're just a little over halfway through. I was hoping to have all this completed, but obviously with the news of our daughter being born, a few things have changed, which is awesome. So it has delayed a few projects in the shop and obviously videos, but doesn't matter. That was way, way more important. And we are now hoping to get back into some sort of full swing. But at the moment, this is where we're at. So what we've done is my painter has prepped it with a silver base. So he's put a silver base down with a clear coat over the top of that. Then that's been wet sanded with a 1200 wet and dry. And you can see here, I have started to airbrush in all the skulls. So the whole bike, all the parts are covered. You can see I've got on the main skull on the sides of the tank, we've got the Harley Davidson cut into his forehead, so I'm going to, shadow and highlight that a bit more to make that look a bit more realistic. We're sort of just mapping it in at the moment. These skulls are done with a black mixed with transparent base. I am using an automotive paint on this, so it's all done with House of Colour. All the stretchiness and the joining of the skulls is all done freehand, so I just sort of make it up as I go. But definitely jump on and watch the tutorials, because that'll show you how I did a sample panel for this particular project, and it'll give you a better insight on how I airbrushed all of the artwork. All right, so you can see it's quite covered. Just give you another quick look at that, and then we can move on to the front guard. So I've got some skulls here as well. So remember, if you're doing any sort of automotive work on motorbikes, make sure that generally a good way to keep the skulls is facing to the front of the bike. All right, so keep that consistent. And obviously, if you've got some space on the top of the tank like this, then you can have the skulls looking up at the rider, which is kind of cool. All right, so just work that out to whatever design you're doing. So here's the front guard. So you can see sort of a feature skull there. Stretching away on the sides. So there's a lot of surface area on these, which is kind of cool. You can see I've melted out part of that eyeball and brought that down into the next one. And then we've got some smaller skulls joining them all up. All right. Now on the back, they start to spin around so that when people are standing behind the bike, they can also see some of the skulls. All right, especially with that one there. Now we'll move to the last part, which is the rear guard. It's probably still hard to see on the video, but once the darker tone goes in, so the next tone will be a thinned out black that I'm going to use just to detail everything in. Now, I know most of you are looking at this going, well, a lot of that area is covered. We tend to still airbrush it all in. That way it just keeps the design consistent and flowing. Totally up to you how you want to do that. You can leave, especially this section here, which won't be seen, but I like to do it anyway. It doesn't take that much longer, and especially when the customer picks it up. So thanks to Niall Duncan for the congratulations. We're pretty excited, so really appreciate the feedback. All right, so we are showing you now, you can see that's the final detailing of the skulls. All right, so these bits here have almost been completed. Yeah, life will never be the same, I can imagine. We're pretty excited. It's going to be great fun. So these, the final detail here is done with a thinned out black, okay? So that's, I'm not sure if I'm going to do the white highlights as per the sample panel, but I kind of like just the black look. And remember, once this is cleared, all of that silver is going to shine through the skulls because it's completely done with transparent paint. Obviously in the real dark areas, now that I'm using a thinned out black, that is going to slightly opaque some of those areas, but you can see it's still reasonably, you'll still get a bit of transparency in there, which will look really cool. All right? Okay, let me just give you a pan out of that. Spin this back around. All right, so there you have it. Thanks again for joining us. If you haven't already and you're new to this channel, feel free to subscribe. We try and bring you basically a video a week of the live content, and then we'll throw in a few tutorials here and there, step-by-steps, that sort of thing. But yeah, at the moment, if we're a bit slack with some of the videos and you might only get one every couple of weeks, you know why. All right, so all good. Thanks again. Hit subscribe. If you've got any questions, anything airbrush related, feel free to leave them in the comments below. We will be offering some different videos soon, so we're going to, doing some crazy stuff with different artworks and trying to work out a way to get you guys involved a bit more. We really appreciate all the support from the community, so hope you enjoy these live videos, and we will catch all you guys next time. And yes, I am going to go grab some sleep. All right, take it easy. Thank you. Speak to you soon.